Just because we don't want to actually see Britney's OnlyFans page doesn't mean we don't want to see what happens when Britney Spears gets on OnlyFans.
Correct.
Like the ramifications are far more interesting than the actual content that she's going to be producing.
Again, kind of that stuff we're not supposed to see.
Yeah, world star.
It's like next level.
Keep bringing it back.
Those are vastly different things. Here's what it says. It says, Britney Spears' staggering OnlyFans earning potential revealed, and it's more than she ever made in music. Again, I love that there's like some expert out there that's job is to tell you what your potential earnings are.
Like a stock?
Yes. So it says,
the margins are incredible.
Britney, who's 42, could earn more than $100 million a year from OnlyFans, experts say. And then it goes down here. I have to like scroll past all of the like the NSFW pictures that she keeps posting on Instagram and not anywhere else. Daily, it's like that's the other thing is like just do it. You keep posting pretty much nude photos on Instagram anyway.
Someone hasn't told her.
So it says Daily Mail spoke to OnlyFans manager Celeste Franklin with a Y, not an I, so that's different. From Miami's #1 OnlyFans agency, Plush, who believes that Britney's earnings on the platform could easily eclipse anything she made from the music industry and touring. According to all the statistics I've examined, my predictions for her earnings would be that of the first month of launch would be massive influx of people, possibly making her earnings range anywhere from 13 to 18 million. In the following months, her income will most likely level out to about $6 to $9 million a month. And if you really think about it, somebody who reached that many people at that age at whatever, $15, $20 a pop every month, it's you're basically just paying, the general public to subsidize rather than working for an agency and stuff like that. And she said, like 7 months ago, she's like, I'm done with music. I'm never making music again.
Don't blame her.
Yeah, because there would be these consistent like stories that would leak about her working on new music. I don't know if she's held true to that. Maybe she has done. It never matters because even if she's working on music, the odd stuff she does in her free time always ends up eclipsing it anyways. And it becomes one of those things that's kind of like a slow motion car wreck in the same way where people watch this happen, but the fascination is a little bit different because people our age grew up with her. So it's not the same thing. It's like watching somebody who is like a bastion of your childhood devolve.
She was the it girl.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
She believes that the singer would join rapper Iggy Azalea as one of the highest paid creators on OnlyFans if she signed up. However, she suggests that Britney would need to be strategic with her OnlyFans content due to her fan base, which is 65% female.
Iggy Azalea is an OnlyFans?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Very successful. Yep. So they're saying Britney Spears fans are 65% female. I'm saying... But if naked Britney Spears has a 100% male fan base, that's the fact of the matter.
The conversion rate is...
Yes, it's like the numbers shift drastically. Somebody should make like a flow chart, like a spreadsheet of what that looks like. But all of these celebrities now, like you don't need, like to be successful on that platform, the best thing you can do is find mainstream success first. And then when it starts to level out, you then go and work for yourself.
Someone in chat's like, it's very mid-Dane. Thank you for that.
You just had a thought.
Yes, that is the same for anything, right? Yeah. So like the fact that I had success in the band is why
you could have an OnlyFans to be successful.
Yeah, I mean maybe not. But the fact that I had success in the band is why anyone listens to me, my takes on either politics or pop culture. So you build on your success. That's something that people do generally. So it's not odd that it's happening with in the internet and social media stars, and it's not a surprise that some women are attractive women are like, oh hey, look it, I have success and I have a certain level of fame. That means that I can turn that level of fame into an exorbitant amount of money just because of the fact that I'm willing to put naked pictures of myself on the internet and sell them. And look, I'm not gonna knock OnlyFans creators. I don't care. Like, I'm very much not a dude that's like, like get that bag and stuff. But and it's fine. But you have to understand that like people that have a following are gonna have a significant advantage. Yeah, and that kind of goes with anything that they do.
I think in her case is that she's like our generation's like quintessential train wreck.
Yeah.
From like rags to riches train wreck. And OnlyFans is it really going full circle and being like, hey man,
Yeah.
just got an OnlyFans now.
Well, yeah, because I mean, the original trainer was when she shaved her head, and everyone said she
Yeah.
was crazy, right?
Yeah, it was.
And then Free Britney brought her back into the spotlight again, and now it's like you're coming full circle back around again to the same thing, and it's that same thing. It's a roller coaster ride that you go on with somebody, and it is part of that parasocial relationship that it capitalizes on. I was thinking about it because it's like a lot of somebody was talking about how this industry would replace porn, right? Like traditional porn, and it won't, because what happens is most of them will do traditional first, build up a reputation through companies, then go and work for themselves. So you still need some type of mainstream. I mean, that's not really mainstream, but mainstream as in you worked for a brand first and then legitimized yourself and then went to work for yourself for stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, but I still think that the building on it, this context is certainly only for certain people. Obviously, someone like myself, it probably isn't going to make money on OnlyFans, not like these women would. But clearly, it is a situation where you just build on your past successes and stuff. So.
Says for Spears, she would have to differentiate her content significantly. Instead of marketing the page to the male audience directly, a strategic approach would be to market OnlyFans content as exclusive fan material in additional to occasional explicit content to retain male interest. So kind of like fans, like when you had like a fan site back in the day. Like if you had a fan club.
Yeah.
So for the women, it's the fan club. For the men, it's the spicy pictures.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I suppose. I mean, look, there's a dude that's analyzed this stuff, so maybe he knows better than I do. But I really think that people would just want to see her dance around with knives naked.
Yeah, build it and they shall come.
They're like, stop editing the naked knife throwing videos,
exactly.
or actually what it is, it's like when you do the Instagram one, you use the fake knives that you supposedly had, but when you do the OnlyFans one, you use the real knives.
Real blood.
Is this all on Instagram where she's just
Yes. Yep.
For free.
dancing with knives?
Does she have a Twitter? I bet you her Twitter would be freaking lit. Her Twitter would
I
be
wish.
hilarious.
Too much of a boomer to have a Twitter.
It's like Eminem made a Twitter just for like the Super Bowl this year, or like just for the playoffs this year, and like misspoke or like mistyped in his very first tweet. He still uses a BlackBerry. Eminem still has a BlackBerry. That's why he mistyped.
I just feel like Britney Spears could do anything and it would turn to gold and she would make millions. She doesn't have to do OnlyFans.
She could go back and do like Vegas residencies like she did before.
That's a lot more work though.
Yes.
I could understand why she would opt for the OnlyFans.
She could literally do the OnlyFans from home.
Right, exactly.
You can't,
Or she could go to Turning Christian Grift.
Becoming like trad.
Yeah.
Are we going to do that one now? Is that did you guys get involved in that debate this week over Nala and her video?
I'm just saying it's an option.
With her video
Is
with
that
Michael
the brunette
Knowles?
girl that they're saying can't be redeemed?
She's a
like that.
redhead, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I like how you explained it.
Yeah. I mean, as I scroll through the Casper Twitter to see what we're tagged in,
Yeah.
yes, I have seen photos. I think that Jesus is the person who forgives everyone. It doesn't mean that I necessarily will forgive everyone or redeem everyone or anyone else has to.
Yeah.
That is my take on it. And I don't think there's really much more to like argue with that, but I did see a lot of people up in arms about it.
How'd you feel about it? Do you have an opinion on that?
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion on her or whether she is a Christian or not. But I suppose I have an opinion on people's perception of God. And like, if you believe in the Christian God, to say that this person can't be saved is completely and totally, in conflict with every idea of Christianity that I've ever, come in contact with. And also, like, there is no way that anyone could be able to say that they know this woman's heart. So maybe she does. Maybe she is pulling the wool, but you're not in any position to say that you know that she's pulling the wool over people's eyes. And again, my understanding of God is like God would know better than you. So it's presumptuous of you to say that you know better of God. So you're literally sinning by condemning this woman. This is just the logic that follows if you're a Christian, So,
but my opinion is good for her because I remember seeing that episode of whatever.
all of this is good for her, man.
Yeah,
She's
whatever.
still got a fitness OnlyFans.
But she was very like performatively. like out there
Yeah.
in the podcast. So to the point where I'm like, I don't know if all this is like real for you. I think
Maybe not, but at the same time, if like
I
if
meant
you-
back then when she was OnlyFans, like she was so hypersexual that I was like, this is definitely performative.
Well, yeah. So I've got a friend that knows her, or he's told me that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So my buddy Tommy Vex knows her, and he said that he's like, look, she built up her performance and her personality for OnlyFans and stuff like that. Is all an act. That is a character
Right.
that she created, and so now she's not doing that character, and like that's not a thing anymore. I mean, you know, who am I to say that you know? If I'm not going to judge her for doing the actual OnlyFans, I'm definitely not going to judge her for stopping.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, good, yeah.
Yeah, like when I saw it, I imagine that for those, especially for those who aren't religious, but we're also saying that it's a grift. I think a lot of it is just as a society, especially if you're terminally online and you're constantly being bombarded with stories like this,
Yep.
you don't want to feel like you've got like someone got you, right? So there's an inherent level of cynicism that comes with that.
I agree with that totally.
Like
totally.
nobody wants to be the one who says, "Oh, good for her," and then it proves that she was just out to get money. So
Right.
that kind of hardens your heart a little bit, and makes it hard to actually accept that somebody might have changed. And I have no opinion on whether she.
Yeah.
It's not my place to judge because first of all, I don't care if she does the content in the first place. But judging, from all I've been told from people who do practice Christianity, is that it's not their place to judge because it's God's place to forgive anyways. I just think that the cynicism that comes with it from the human perspective is just a repercussion of being on the internet as much as we are these days, especially in this space where it seems like everyone's moving from one cause to another. Everyone calls everyone else a grifter when they change their opinions on one thing.
That's Twitter, though, man.
Yeah.
Like, Twitter, what I call, like, right-wing progressivism, because they're all into cancel culture and, like, purity spiraling as
A
well.
lot of purity testing on behalf of everyone
it's
else.
like,
you're
this
not
is what I hate
listening
about progressives. Like, why would you do this?
It's why I don't like the idea of collectivism as a whole, because then you're going to get boxed into whatever area you get boxed into, because every single one of these ideologies or causes has a strict list of things in which you have to adhere to remain part of the in-group that I have
Right.
no interest in being part
Which
of.
those people themselves probably don't even adhere to either.
It's funny because Dane, you mentioned the other day on a tweet you were talking about what did progressivism, what do progressives even believe anymore? And I was just thinking about that, and I just decided to chat GBT. I was like, what are the basic, these days, what are the basic tenets of these belief systems? And I went through all of the ones that you would, whether
You started reading Mein Kampf.
yeah, basically. We were talking about
Got
environmentalism, social justice, all these things that they believe in.
But they say they do, and they don't. It all seems like it's crime. It's like crime cool if you bad and sad.
Yeah. If I deem an excuse worthy.
Yeah.
Synopsis of the Joker.
Crime cool if bad and sad.
bad.
Oh, but he's bad and sad, so double crime good.
He's
I'm
bad
Hassan
and
Piker.
dude.
I'm good if you bad and sad.
Oh, he's both bad and sad, so crime
Humor.
It's like this guy beat the crap out of me.
We make
Well,
that
what did you
somewhere.
say to him?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, it's victim blaming.
This is your fault, right? You know that, right? All right,
So
guys.
Britney Spears should do OnlyFans and then go on her redemption arc.
OnlyFans
Yes.
with knives and
Wait,
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
$100 million a year, or instantly?
So they're saying it would be $18 million to start, and then you'd add $6 to $9 million per month.
I mean, what's a month?
Ad?
You know what I mean?
She
Dang.
could do it for 3 months, and then all of the worries about who's in charge of her money from her
Right.
records and stuff. All
Child support,
don't have to worry about any of it. It's all
K-Fed.
this money I can live off of, and then I can do all the
So what are the tax implications of just making $54 million in 3 months and then just stopping?
give the government literally $25 million
Yeah.
just to be safe.
Holy cow.
Yes,
They probably
just to
take
be
more.
safe.
They probably take 60.
I don't know for sure, but if you give them half, then at the very least they can't say you were trying to hide the amount from you.
Oh, you haven't made $54 million? That's odd.
So that's what they end up doing. She's like, okay, I made my $54 million. Here's $25 million. Please leave me alone.
Here's my insurance policy,
Yeah.
so that way you know that I intend to pay my
Damn.
taxes. So that way, if I'm off by a couple million,
Yeah.
you're not going to be like, oh, you're trying to hide from taxes. No, I'm trying to pay them. It's just that you guys are absolutely terrible, and want to throw people in jail for.
Remember, that was a movement when people would narc on OF girls to pay taxes.
I can't stand that. It drove like I hate. Like, I don't have a problem with OnlyFans girls, and I definitely hate taxes. Like, what is wrong with you people? And it was right-wingers that were doing it. Like, what are you, idiots?
Since when did you guys love the government so much that you wanted to? So there's a purity test. What do you hate more?
Yeah.
Did you like immoral sexual degeneracy, or taxes? And they're like, I deem taxes more acceptable than sexual degeneracy. Therefore, I will turn you into the government for this, which is just insane.
Wow.
It's
right?
completely insane.
I wonder if they built any roads with that money.
They definitely did not.
No roads were built with that money. I love that. Have you ever seen that meme where so it's like a cobblestone road built like thousands of years ago?
Yeah, the Roman roads that still are around.
And it shows a road in Indiana that's got like 9,000 potholes. There was like a road in Brunswick that had been under construction for like weeks on end over here. They just finally finished it, and I looked at the area in which they were working on. It was such a small space, but that's I guess the weather's been kind of crappy out here, so a lot of it wasn't done because of rain.
Well, I mean, in California, especially like when I go visit home and like I drive to Oakland because they have some of the best food. Like if you try to dodge a pothole, you might run over like a homeless encampment or, who knows what else, where in California, they pay very high taxes.
Yep.
So where is it? It's definitely not going to the roads. I will say that.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.